Bobby Gold couldn't even get a call
Cold game
from the 49ers.
Life.
Joining us now, though, on the Folsom Lake Honda Hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. Former MLB player and scout working with NBC Sports California these days. It's a pleasure to welcome in Shooty Babitt. Shooty, how are you this afternoon?
I'm doing fantastic, fellas. Once again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share the airwaves. It's amazing how life gives you lessons every day. You guys come on talking about a brother can't get a phone call. Well, it's a reflection for the rest of us. Never think that you're bigger than the game because there's another player waiting for an opportunity, man. So I wish the guy a lot of luck, man. But like my boy say, it's a cold game.
It is a cold game, and when we talk about the A's, we're seeing how cold that game can be. Shooty, are you or should anybody else be holding out hope that baseball will survive in the city of Oakland with this team seemingly headed to Vegas soon?
Well, as I've matured in life, and I remember all the things I was taught by my parents, my mama used to always say, son, I don't want you to go through life hoping in one hand. Well, she'd say, if you hope in one hand and you poo-poo in the other, which one going to get full the fastest? And where I come, they didn't say poo-poo. So hope ain't worth a damn. You know, for 20 years, they've been talking about the possibility of a new stadium. You know, I've been one of the fortunate and blessed ones to grow up in that ballpark. And that is one of my favorite buildings in the world other than my home for many, many, many reasons. But until I see people on the back of the boat and they unleash that rope and they waving goodbye and we gone, I'm going to continue to hold out prayer, if you will. I won't say hope, but I'm like everybody else. I would hate to see this great franchise, move further, away from where we are.
Shooty, is having the opportunity to know you for quite a bit off and on, of course, through radio. And as I always tell people, Tom, man, you were one of the cats who scouted me. I'm dating myself here. I believe you were with the Diamondbacks at that time. But one of the things I always appreciate about you, man, is opinion. You always have your opinion and you stick to it and you rock it. And I think for me as an Oakland A's fan, lifelong Oakland A's fan, but someone who is from the town, someone who is from that area, who went to Berkeley High School, what does it mean to even see, this might even happen?
It's business. It's unfortunate. It hadn't happened for 50 years now. So it's something that we don't see. I think the people who have grown roots here, who have lived it, have dreamed it, people that have taken care of their families. If it's someone taking tickets out on 66th Avenue or somebody serving you your hot dog and your peanuts and your Coke, there's people that have been there and spent years there, and that has meant a lot to their family. And they're legitimate fans, fanatics, if you will. I mean, they wear some of the wins and losses worse or better than some of the players. And it's part of them. It's a family. It's a community. It's deeper than just a baseball team. So it's like snatching one of your organs out of your body and telling you just to move on. It's going to be okay. And I kind of got a somewhat of understanding. When my mama passed, one of my best partners came to me and he said, man, you'll be okay. It gets better, but it's like getting wounded forever, and we'll be wounded forever. In my career, when they took the uniform from me, I felt that was the worst thing that ever could have happened to me. I went on. I became relevant in this sport as a scout. The Arizona Diamondbacks, after 12 years winning the World Series, helping them formulate that team through the expansion draft, came in one day and let me go, and I thought I had died. But I woke up the next day, and guess what? The New York Mets gave me a job 2 weeks later, and I died and went to heaven. So I understand that things happen. I have to have faith in the things that I can control, and right now, I'm trying to do everything I possibly can to make it harder on the people that's trying to move this team out of town by helping to continue to support this team with some good young talent. I'm stuck in the bushes right now on 115 weather, and I can't tell you where I am, but I'm still going to give it everything that I have, man. But, I feel you, Kyle. This, we Beehive folks, we Oakland folks, we Bay Area folks to the bone, and it hurts, man. I mean, that team, that building, the people that run it, the people that have been there gave me an opportunity to be who I am today, whatever you think that is. But before my parents died, they told me they were proud of me. And that's the only stamp of a certification that I need to keep moving forward. So, man, it's gonna be tough. Man, okay, I'll use the word. I'm holding out hope, just like everybody else. Other than prayer, that's all we got left.
Talking with Shooty Babitt, NBC Sports, California, former Major League scout here on Sactown Sports. On a more positive note, because things are somewhat bleak when you talk about the A's, but Jay and I have been talking a lot about, we're both optimistic for the first time in a long time about the direction and the future of this game, both when you look at the young talent. And while I was reluctant or had my reservations about some of these rules changes that Major League Baseball put in place, I got to say, Shooty, they're working and they're making a more entertaining product out there on the field. You throw in some great young superstars around this league. How do you feel about the current state of baseball?
First of all, I have to correct myself and excuse me. I must have wrote it wrong on my email or on my bio or something. But I'm a current.
That's right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mets.
My apologies,
Mets, baby.
My apologies. Actually, Jay told me that during the break.
We got you. It's Monday, Shooty. Excuse me, Shooty. It's Monday.
I'm a proud man, and I don't have no problem expressing myself. And I think every man should feel that way when they get the opportunity, especially when they're expressing themselves. And I'm in my 21st year as a pre- and post-game analyst for the Oakland A's and NBC. So just wanted to clear that up.
Sure.
Young folks may be listening. They want to know who is this OG out there talking. I just want them to make sure they know, who's coming at them. But it's different. The game is changing. I'm not going to be an old prude and sit up here and speak negative on the changes that I don't agree with. Because the game has changed, the people have changed, the people that are running it and the ideology has changed. The people that baseball used to be a game that everybody could play if you had a skill and you can pretty much impose your will of what that skill is inside the game. But now scientifically and a lot of other things that are going into evaluating players to get an opportunity to play this wonderful game that we have. It's changed. The dynamic has changed. The time clock is the best gift that baseball could have gave to a scout as well as anybody else, because I'm up and out of there in 2 hours and 2 hours and 30 minutes of watching some action and guys go out there and battle it out and stop all that other stuff. We're watching mano a mano in there. I've been there for 3.5, 4 hours, guys walking off the line, guys stepping out the box, guys just doing, I get that part of it. I like that part of it. The fans are more engaged. They don't have time to be messing around if you're there to watch the game. I think some tweaks to the time clock need to be changed. I mean, when a pitcher gets on the mound, he's got his hands in the stretch and it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Man, don't call him out. The same to go for the hitter. I mean, there's too much on the line. I'd hate for a game to end because of the time clock. I know it's the rules. You're going to have to get used to it, but there's going to be a time, and I think some stipulations where we just do the right thing. Like yesterday's golf tournament that Steph Curry won. I dabble. I play golf. I've had guys get sick on the golf course. We're on the 16th hole, and they turn to hit, and they start throwing up. And the other three of us sit there and wait till you get you throwing up and then say, man, you still out. Nobody don't care for you. So when that dude hollered in his backswing, I felt, man, this is one time. Jason said, man, hit it again. It's too much at stake right now. Steph don't want to win like this. The other dude don't deserve to lose like this. He did absolutely nothing wrong. And don't get me wrong, I've been called a lot of things at the plate when it's 3-1 count, 3-2 count, game on the line, folks holler, screaming, blah, 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 blah. And people going to say, man, you get deterred by one little holler. Well, that's just the way that the game and the etiquette of golf is, in my humble opinion. So I just want to see him do the right thing. I understand the runner at second base. If it's maybe the 14th or the 15th inning, they'll start in it's just Man, you don't want me to get started. It's like, how are we going to elect a pitcher to the Hall of Fame? Ricky was still 900 bases right now. They want to talk about Astros and everything else. Well, the steroid stuff and all that stuff, throw it out the window. It is what it is, if that's how we're going to go about it. So those parts of the game, because if you're going to value what people have done or have done and accomplished in the past, it's going to have some weight in the present. So, and that's anything in life and history. If we had a more understanding and respect for the past, we'd be a whole lot better for today. So in this game, you got guys with 4 and 5 home runs hitting 210 and hit a homer and they pimping, bat flipping. In my time, and that's 100,000 years ago, you pimped and you hitting 210 with 4 homers. Nobody had to say nothing because the next guy that come up, he got drilled. And when he go to the dugout, he said, "Pimp another one, and I'm going to beat you up myself because you're messing with my money, and you know that ain't the way that they play the game. Act like you've been here before. Now, when Reggie started pimping Mr. October, it was his time. This is what he did in October, and they knew they couldn't stop it. He earned that right. That's in my opinion. So I just think that because they're trying to sell the game, it's for younger folk. Younger folk like the drip and the flash and the bling and, all the other kind of stuff. I get it, okay? A few years from now, I'm going to be roadkill anyway, and I'm going to be out the way. I'm going to be eating hot dogs, eating peanuts, and watching the Little Leaguers. You know what I mean? So I know you didn't ask for all of that.
But I appreciate all of it.
Jay, tell me to put it down like you put it down. I have to put it down like you put it down.
Look, man, love you, Shooty, bro. We're stripped for time, man. But I always got 13 questions for you, brother. I just want to say I appreciate you, man. And like I said, even just from the times of meeting you as a scout to now, man, you've been thorough and solid. And I know I'm not saying nothing you don't know, bro. But I just want to make sure that you understand and you know that too.
I appreciate it. It's always good to get confirmation from someone like yourself, Jay, especially when you seen me years ago and you just don't know. And you just try to do the right thing and say the right thing and be the right thing. And in my industry, it's hard to do, but if I have said anything or done anything that's contrary to the way that somebody's feel, chalk it up to my brain and not my heart, because you know where I am every day, all day. So I appreciate you having me. Mr. George Devine used to tell me, I used to ask him, how do I know if they like me or not, Mr. Devine? He said, Shooty, if they ask you to come back. So I appreciate the love, man. Thanks for having me anytime. Don't wait so long, man. Okay?
That's Shooty Babitt, NBC. That's Shooty Babitt, NBC Sports California, and current MLB scout for the New York Mets. Really appreciate it.
Oakland A's.
Oakland A's. Jay, you said the Mets. Jay told me the Mets. I'm sorry. My bad. For the Oakland A's. My apologies, Shooty. We appreciate the time and all the insight.
It's all good, man. Call me back. Y'all have a great day.
You know we will. And he joins us on the Folsom Lake Honda hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. I messed that all up, but he was great. He's outstanding.
Shooty, he fires from the hip, man.
Yeah,
if
man.
you ever, he's like Yosemite